We have the Detroit Lions traveling to New York in a big NFC game. In this video, we're going to do analysis, breakdown, and prediction matchup between these two teams. But before we get into today's video, if you would like to die by 1,000 cuts, then go ahead and subscribe to my channel because we talk all things Detroit Lions news and rumors. And sometimes being a Lions fan, you can enjoy pain all the way till the end. Also, take that like button with you and let that bad boy get shredded. Let's get into Lions versus Giants. Week 11 matchup. Lions traveling to New York on Sunday. Fox, 1 p.m. game. Lions are 3.5-point underdog right now. And obviously, the favorites is the Giants at -3.5. The total over and under for points in this game is 46. An interesting line, and very interesting when you look at the matchup here for the Week 11. You have the Lions 3 wins, 6 losses. With that said, their offense is pretty good. Points per game, 24.3. That's the 9th in the NFL. But their defense, points allowed per game, is 29.3. 32nd in the NFL. Now, you look at the Giants here, 7 wins, 2 losses, points per game, kind of the opposite, is 22nd in the NFL at 20.8, points allowed per game, 9th in the NFL at 19.2. And if you're a betting man, I would have the Detroit Lions covering this game. So go to chatsports.com/LionsBet. You put in the promo code Lions125 and you can get a 125% deposit bonus. All you got to do is put in a little bit of bet here, and I think the Lions can cover. chatsports.com/LionsBet. Who do you think can win this game? Well, if you think the Lions can win, let me know in the comment section right now. Y for yes and N for no. Let me know if you think the Lions can win. It will be a pinned comment for this video. Let's look at the results of the Giants, though, so far this season. Now, they have had a great record, great season so far this year. Week 1, they beat the Tennessee Titans in a close one, 21-20. They defeat the Carolina Panthers, who are not that good, at 19-16 in a close game. They took a loss, the same team that we lost to, the Dallas Cowboys, 16-23, keeping it close, though. They defeated the Chicago Bears, 20-12. Just like we just defeated the Bears, and they beat the Green Bay Packers 27-22. Keep going on here. They beat the Baltimore Ravens, who's a good team, 24-20, holding them down, and they're a team that can score some points. They beat the Jacksonville Jaguars 23-17, but they took an L to the Seattle Seahawks, the same team that we lost to, 13-27, and ours was pretty close. And they just beat the Houston Texans 24-16, who's not a good team. When it comes to these games, you got to look at injuries as well. And right now, we don't have the injury report, but Josh Reynolds is banged up, so we don't know if he's going to play. Matt Nelson been banged up, but it's not like he's a starter. Chase Lucas, Afutu Melifonwu, who was questionable last week. Malcolm Rodriguez was as well. Maybe he'll play. We don't know. And Frank Ragnow, he was banged up. Don't know. We'll see, though. If he can't go, I'm not too worried about Evan Brown, but he should be able to go from what I'm thinking. But let's do the matchups right now. The Lions offense is, like I said, 24.3 points per game, but if you look what they allow for the Giants, it's 19.2. I think the Lions can score more than the average for the Giants. I think they'll get more than 20 points. Total yards per game, they're doing a lot there. It's 371, and yards allowed is only 350. I will take around 365 yards for the Lions offense. Passing yards, Lions are 9th in the NFL with 241, and passing yards per game for their defense is 217. I'm going to take the over on that. Rushing yards per game, Lions are 129.8. It's 11th. And rushing, stopping them is 133. So I think the Lions going to rush on them. The difference is between these two teams here is the turnover. Right now they're +6, 6th in the NFL, and they have some players and dogs on this defense. You look at their sack leaders here, Dexter Lawrence, Their interior defensive lineman, 5 sacks. You got OX with 2 sacks. We got Ward with 2 sacks. Jason Pinnock, 1.5. And Leonard Williams, 1.5. We're just going to go ahead and feature that Dexter Lawrence right now. 16 solo tackles, 5 sacks, 1 forced fumble, 0 interceptions. Something that the interior of the Lions offensive line is going to have to pay attention to because this guy can't get it done. Let's go ahead and look at the Lions defense versus the Giants offense here. Points allowed per game for the Lions is butt cheeks at 29.3, but the points per game's not that big for the Giants offense at 20.8. I think they do get over that. Yards allowed per game, the Lions is the worst at 416, and total yards per game is 325, so not that good at 23. I do have them getting the over again. Passing yards per game, 255.3, 27th the NFL. Passing yards, like the Chicago Bears who we just faced, is booty cheeks at 161. That's 29th in the NFL. Rushing yards per game, Lions can't stop a lot at 160. And just like the Chicago Bears, rushing yards is really good for the Giants. 3rd in the NFL at 164.8. And who do we got to go up against? That's Saquon Barkley. He is a running machine, and he's killing it right now on the ground. 198 attempts for 931 yards, 6 touchdowns at 4.7 average. He's going to be a problem for the Detroit Lions when we do this matchup here. So who do you got in this game? If you have the Lions winning, put DET for Detroit. If you have the Giants winning this game, put NYG for Giants. Let me know who you got winning. Well, here's my 5 keys for victory for the Detroit Lions. Clearly, you have to stop Saquon Barkley. They are a running team. They're very good at it, and Saquon Barkley is a workhorse. If the Lions want any chance to win this football game, they must stop him. If they don't stop him, well, they're going to run all over the Detroit Lions. It's going to be a long day for the Lions defense. We've been better on the interior. We just got to get better on the outside and perimeter of the Lions defense. But with that said, the defense has been getting better, and that is a fact. We got the Lions secondary has got to continue to ball like it's been doing the last couple of weeks. When you look at Daniel Jones, he's not a prolific quarterback. So if the Lions can be able to hold down the wide receivers that they do have with Jeffrey Okudah and Jerry Jacobs and, make them kind of a team that at the end that forces them to throw the football, you're going to be able to do what we did in the last drive against Justin Fields there and win the game. That's what the Lions has done the last 2 weeks against the Chicago Bears. Lions can get it done. We also got to run the football, and that's what we've done the last 2 weeks for our wins. If we ran the football first, second, third, and critically in the fourth quarter, do not give up the run. Consistently run. Keep that in your arsenal. Don't give it up because we have a good offensive line that can open up the holes, and we got some players that can run the football. Jamal Williams has done a really good job for what he's been tasked to do, and he's getting those touchdowns when we're in the red zone. So consistently run the football. You'll have an opportunity to win this game. I think the biggest point for the Lions here is they got to get turnovers and not do turnovers. That's why the Giants are very successful. One of the best in the NFL in the turnover battle. And guess what? When you win turnovers, you win the games. Okudah, pick 6. It helps you win games. So Jared Goff, don't throw interceptions in this game. We came close last week. We have a lot of close interceptions. This is a team you don't want to have close on. You have these teams, the Giants will take advantage and get those turnovers. And as well as fumble. We cannot fumble the football in this game. So the handoff issue like we had against the Bears cannot happen in this game. And on the other side, Lions defense has got to take advantage of Daniel Jones and try to get some interceptions here in this game. Okudah and Kirby Joseph, I'm looking at you two to make a big play for the Lions defense. If you can make a big play, the Lions have a chance to win this game. They do. And last is surely not least, The Lions pass rush has to continue on what they did against the Chicago Bears. They were disrupting in that game. Justin Fields is a very good mobile quarterback, but he was disrupted. And we were getting sacks, and we were forcing him to throw the football that resulted in turnover in a pick six. So that's what we got to do to Daniel Jones here. We have to get under his skin. This defensive line has got to put pressure on him and also contain him at the same time, not allow him to run all over us because he can run the football. That is something that he can do. It's a part of his game, and he has the ability to run it. So contain Jones, get pressure with this defensive line, and make him have some problems throwing the football, not step up. The Lions have a shot, and that's what we have been doing in the last couple of weeks. So get it done on Sunday. Now, for a prediction here, folks, it's a shocker. I actually got the Detroit Lions winning their third game, second on the road. Why? You can feel the momentum changing for this team. The last couple of weeks, you've seen the defense step up. The offense has been scoring points in the second half. I think they can go on the road and get a win here. They just got to win the turnover battle or just not throw the turnovers and not turn the ball over quite a bit. And the Lions have a shot to win 24-23 in a massive upset in this game. Lions I have going to 4-6. Folks, I got videos dropping every single day. One Pride podcast tomorrow on my channel, 4 p.m. It's live every single Thursday at 4 p.m., so get ready for it. Lions versus Giants, live watch party Sunday, 1 p.m. Be there or be square. You all enjoy it. It's a fun time. With that said, folks, adios.